Wait a minute. What is this? Disgusting. Texas Charlie Kirk memorial event. A student mocks Charlie Kirk's assassination, curses, and spits at people honoring his memory. Tough! Why would you? Why? On what planet? Knowing, see, this is my thing. Knowing what's been going on since last week, why even bother? You're always gonna be under a microscope. You're at a college, at a memorial event. You don't think people gonna have their phones out, bro? Like, what is this?
Oh my God.
What is he doing? Wow, man, see, y'all dragging it to proportions that I don't even understand. I get sitting in your home and sitting in your car and being like, fuck Charlie Kirk. But bro, you dragging it, and you do it in front of horse statues too. Like, stand up for yourself. And you know what's crazy? I got a friend of mine who I wish like we was recording this conversation. He brought up a great point that made me like sit back just a little bit. You got people who will sit here and do this, like do that in the moment, but they'll openly weep and say some shit like free my nigga for somebody like King Von. Now, when that was stated, I dismissed it, but then I thought about it. It was like, well, shit, you got a point about that one. Did he just spit on the American flag? Buddy, I don't know if you know this, but I think somebody just put in like a little law, or is trying to put in a law that will put you in jail for that one. Well, now let me get a look. Did he spit on that flag? Nah, it doesn't look like. Nah, look where the spit going, and look where the flag. Nah, he didn't spit on the flag.
Oh, buddy. Fuck that.
Tough.
Expelled, dude.
Wait, did he spit on the vigil? Now I can't see what's on that ground. Like maybe somebody drew something, or maybe somebody had a sign right there, but I don't really see nothing unless something is like drawn right there. I don't know, but he did spit on the ground. Oh, but you want to know the best part? For anybody who's disgusted by this, he's been expelled. This is a follow-up message I sent earlier today. The university has identified the student in that disturbing video from Monday's event. I will not tolerate behavior that mocks, trivializes, or promotes violence on our campuses. It is antithetical to our TXST values. The individual is no longer a student at TXST. Federal law prevents the university from commenting further on individual student conduct matters. Unfortunately, some people are suggesting that the individual's actions represent the beliefs of our university students in general or those specific student organizations. These kinds of insinuations are unfair to our student body, and they cause some of our other students to feel unsafe. Just as the behavior in the video is reprehensible, attempts to spread the blame onto innocent students are also unacceptable. The actions of one person do not reflect our entire community or the individuals in it. What a great statement. Now, I need to say what I've been saying for years now. You can be as bombastic as you want. You have that free speech to express yourself how you feel. However, as long as this gimmick will persist, a business, an entity, a company, a college will protect their reputation before they stand toe-to-toe with any one individual. I think that's the part people not understanding, because I'm seeing all the back and forth debates about, wait, y'all for free speech, but y'all don't like this, and blah, 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 blah.
So Charlie Kirk was assassinated last week. Candidly, I find his views pretty abhorrent, but obviously violence is never a good answer to somebody's speech that you disagree with. However, the Trump administration's response to his assassination is not only concerning, it's deeply un-American. The Trump administration has decided that they're going to use Charlie Kirk's death to try to suppress any kind of political activity they don't like. Just listen to Stephen Miller. This guy is absolutely rock hard to use Charlie Kirk's death to go after liberals.
We have to dismantle and take on the radical left organizations in this country that are fomenting violence. That was the last message that he sent me. I'm going to do that under President Trump's leadership. I don't care how. It could be a RICO charge, a conspiracy charge, conspiracy against the United States, insurrection, but we are going to do what it takes to dismantle the organizations and the entities that are fomenting riots, that are doxing, that are trying to inspire terrorism, and that are committing acts of wanton violence.
And listen to the Vice President, J.D. Vance.
And while our side of the aisle certainly has its crazies, it is a statistical fact that most of the lunatics in American politics today are proud members of the far left.
And now listen to the President, Donald Trump.
You know, they're already under major investigation. A lot of the people that you would traditionally say are on the left.
That was Donald Trump on the tarmac promising to go after, quote, the left, because a white man from Utah shot Charlie Kirk. And Donald Trump and J.D. Vance are now deciding to crack down on free speech. The one thing that I actually agreed with Charlie Kirk on, you should be allowed to speak your mind. You should be allowed to support the Democrats or the Republicans or nobody at all. This country was built on freedom of speech and freedom of assembly. To be MAGA or not be MAGA. To be independent or to support a party. And if they try to suppress free speech, speak louder. Don't give up.
If you have posted any kind of response to what happened to Charlie Kirk, no matter if you think it was neutral or not, just be careful because this website exists. Look at this. And then when you scroll down, it's people's photos, name, and location where they're at, and then their social media accounts, screenshots of what they posted. The things that they're posting on here, they're not even that intense of comments or statements. A lot of them are jokes. A lot of them are just, people who are not mourning Charlie's death and vocalizing that. Like, this website is basically insinuating that anyone who posted anything in reaction to Charlie's death that was not mourning him and saying that he was a martyr for Christ is one of his murderers. See, I personally was under the impression that you can't murder someone who's already died, but it seems that some people don't understand that. This is dangerous.
We're condemning political violence on both sides of the aisle, then why was Kyle Rittenhouse hailed as a hero? Why was he so embraced on the right? Why were there book tours and rallies for this 17-year-old kid who crossed state lines with a rifle and shot and killed 2 people, wounding another at a BLM protest? Is it because it was at a BLM protest? Why are there people losing their jobs and losing student visas over Charlie Kirk comments? 6,000 students lost their visas over Charlie Kirk comments. Why was nobody losing their jobs when people were all over the internet making fun of George Floyd? Why was nobody losing student visas then? The same crowd that is demanding empathy and demanding that we mourn Charlie Kirk is silent when there's a 21-year-old young black college student found hanging from a tree in Mississippi. If Charlie Kirk was not spreading white supremacist ideals, then why, the day after he died, HBCUs had to go into lockdown because they were receiving so many bomb threats? Our government is talking about going after private citizens and private organizations who made comments about Charlie Kirk, saying that we don't condone political violence, but our president, on the first day, pardoned 1,600 violent criminals who stormed the Capitol and assaulted police officers, and even gave some of them jobs in our government. This isn't about condemning political violence. This isn't about going after people who made Charlie Kirk comments. This is about normalizing our government going after people they don't like and who disagree with them and who speak out against them. That's what this is about.
Y'all need to remember this gimmick that entities don't care. They will protect their bottom line. And that bottom line is either money or reputation. And a college is going to value that reputation a whole lot more than just one random student. And they will boot you out of there, especially when they're having constant calls to get somebody expelled or fired from somewhere. So as long as you remember that, you can choose to either grieve or mock wisely, because doing it stupidly, unfortunately for you motherfuckers that are running around trying to figure yourselves out, the people who are your political opposition, they are enjoying getting you fired and expelled from everywhere. So figure that out amongst yourselves.